Hi, this is the Fred commentary. I'm David Goodman, the writer of the screenplay. I'm here with Clay Weiner, the director, and the star and creator of Fred, Lucas Cruikshank.
Hey, everyone.
Did I pronounce that right? Cruikshank?
Yep, you pronounced it right.
So, this is this house that Clay, you found this house somewhere in the valley, and it kind of looks like Lucas's house, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. In fact, it was. We actually built it to look almost.
Well, you didn't actually build anything.
Didn't you guys take out a lot of the counters and stuff, though?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did you really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff happened in the making of this movie that David, you're probably not aware of.
No, go ahead. Take it through it.
That's the point of this commentary session.
Oh, cool. It wasn't like that last time I saw it. The Fred logo.
The movie keeps getting better and better and changing. So, we are kind of watching. This is great.
Is this kind of the final version of the movie? Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
So did you get those maps from Google Maps? Are those actually real?
Yeah, we use satellite maps, much like Google's. I guess we.
Is that the cul-de-sac of where the location was?
We actually found out where you grew up and got an overhead shot of that.
All right. But is that actually the cul-de-sac where we shot the movie?
Yes, it is. In fact, it is. That's the real answer.
That's Pixie Lott. She's big in England.
And
She'll be big in here by the time the DVD comes out.
That's true.
And I don't know what else. This is a high school. It was all filmed really kind of near where the.
And remember when we were filming this, Clay, when the sign almost fell on me? I almost got killed during the scene.
That was pretty early into the shooting, and honestly, I remember calling your name to run off, and oh my god, if we
a second later, the thing fell.
It would have smashed on top of your head.
And we were filming, and so you threw that in, right?
Yeah,
that's actually in the part.
You'll see that later in the movie.
Yeah. These you had to get a lot of those shirts too, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Lucas had about 22.
Right.
Hero wardrobe.
And those jeans seemed to shrink as the shoot went on. They kept on getting tighter. I don't know if it was because I was eating the set food or what, but
that's probably craft services.
They kept on getting uncomfortably tight.
Did
especially there with the tree.
That's an
in your
awkward
butt.
shot.
Lucas actually suffered a lot physical pain throughout the making of this movie. I made sure of that. 3 or 4 bruises, probably. A couple almost broken bones. Near death. Near death experiences.
There was a few times where I actually did die and they had to resuscitate me. Is that how you say that?
Resuscitate, yeah. Very good.
Do you remember the name of the family whose house it was? They couldn't have been better in terms of
They were awesome. If that was the house I lived in, I don't think I'd be able to take it, but they were so supportive and they were watching every scene. They were awesome.
They were totally they're really nice people, and we destroyed,
we broke a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
We did.
I broke their chandelier.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It wasn't like a big one, but
it was probably a $250,000 chandelier.
Right. That is really.
But they were lovely, and honestly, we owe a lot to their patience throughout this movie.
No, they were amazing. Because you have no idea what it's like when I have this film crew in your house every day for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it
would sound cool at first, like, they're gonna film a movie in my house. But then after a while, I'd definitely be sick of it.
Right.
We kept telling them they should stay in a hotel, but they didn't want to. They literally we wake them up at 4:30 in the morning.
They were just happy to be there. This is Pixie's first movie, isn't it?
And it's my first movie.
Wow, the hell with that! You've done so many of those videos. I mean,
it's definitely not the same.
Is that what's the difference? Obviously you were doing those things by yourself.
Yeah,
I guess.
I was doing them myself, and they weren't scripted, and they took about half an hour.
So
they're
not scripted at all. You're ad-libbing those videos.
Yeah, I never wrote anything down on paper or anything. So yeah, they're all.
That's amazing.
Oh, this was fun to shoot. That was really fun.
You were fantastic.
When I got the idea of using this song was because my family and I watch So You Think You Can Dance. I don't know anything about current music, and I thought that song was, that seems like kids like.
You're a
this
big
song.
fan of the Jonas Brothers and Justin Bieber. and stuff.
I got all their albums, all their LPs, right? Mm-hmm. LPs. Those are the records that you use.
Those are the tape cassettes.
But Fred,
he actually
Lucas
was throwing the balls at me.
Is
during
that
this
true?
part.
Did it really hurt?
He said he was gonna be gentle, but
No, he wasn't. Yeah, that's not what I told him.
Kevin's amazing. I mean,
he is.
He was amazing.
Amazing aim, I would say that.
Yeah. Well, I also mean acting.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Kevin is the oldest high school.
Is he the oldest what?
He's probably the oldest kid in high school.
Because he's 30?
He's
or
like,
no?
I think he's 34. He's 30, 35.
No, how old is... oh, look.
That was actually you, Clay, wasn't it?
That's me. That's me
you
right there.
in
Yeah.
the shirt.
Because I was already gone by that time.
That's right.
Yeah, we had a lot less time with Lucas on set because he was being
minor
and a celebrity. He had other things to do.
All right. But Lucas, back to this. I mean, you did all those videos. You were obviously very comfortable with the character. That must have helped, right?
Definitely. Since I created the character and stuff, it was definitely easy to get into character every day and all that stuff.
And staring into a camera and being, very present. It seems.
And also Fred's sort of like, he's a lot like me. Like not like Fred, but he's kind of like an exaggerated version of me. Like a really exaggerated version.
I love this part.
So in terms of finding Pixie, actually, it was really just wanting to find somebody who could sing, right? I mean, that was
a big goal. It was just someone that had a wow, presence and someone new. I thought it was really lovely to find someone who hadn't had a big break.
And not to mention the British accent helped a lot.
It did. Made it very regional, very natural, very authentic.
We had to throw in some lines of dialogue to cover that, I think, right? I mean, I seem to remember something about
Southern accent.
Yeah, Southern accent. So we have to somehow explain what this British person's doing in the movie.
Exchange student. Her parents moved.
Was it? But Lucas, most of your videos, you've done some acting with others. You'd been on iCarly and you've been
Hannah Montana.
But I mean, the scale of this was much larger than
Great
those.
nipples.
Yeah. It was really scary though, because I remember I was talking to like the double and everyone else, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is my first movie," and I was like, "Yeah, it's mine too." So it was really a lot of pressure. Your first movie, you're like in every scene.
Absolutely, unbelievable.
But like you said, it definitely helped that I created the character, so I knew like.
Also, it was when Clay and I started talking about with Brian Robbins and Charla and Megan about what the movie was going to be. You've done so much work creating this world with it sounds pretentious, but it's true. You've done so much work creating this world and the characters who are all mostly off screen in your videos that I had very little time to write the script, and I think it was just this enormous leg up, all the work you'd already done with your videos. I mean, it's just, I think this isn't the Judy of your videos, but his attitude towards her is. I mean, that's the...
Yeah, you had created such a great template that from which I think we all got to work our imaginations.
Right.
That made it such a joy just to get to bring to life a lot of the other characters that you had dreamt up.
It was just so cool. I remember the first time I saw Kevin and Judy do a scene, like actually performing it, it was like, I got like goosebumps because it was so weird, like something that I created like coming to this level, because I never even thought it'd get popular on the internet. So now that they made a movie, just so weird to wrap your mind around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember I got this email from my agent. I had never heard of the Fred videos. This is maybe a little over a year ago. And I hadn't heard of these things. And he sends me this email of the demographics, and it's like 360 million video views or something. And I'm like, well, I have to do this even if I don't get it at all. And watching the videos was really difficult initially, but as you watch them, you sort of see that you really did create this world and this story. Here's Bertha, who is Jeanette McCurdy.
I remember they were so scared about her jumping on that trampoline. I'm like, every kid jumps on a trampoline, but they were like so scared that she was like gonna fall off
and break a leg. Is that right?
Yeah, they acted like she was like doing something so extreme, but she was just jumping on a trampoline.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, we had 7 stunt coordinators that day just for Bertha's trampoline.
Jeanette's amazing in this movie, I think. I mean,
likewise,
she's such an amazing actress. And I don't know.
So natural.
Yeah. You're being kind of quiet, Lucas. You didn't get along with Jeanette?
No, I met her I was on her show.
Oh, that's right. You're on iCarly, right?
Yeah.
So
it was really cool seeing her in the birthday character. She really was awesome.
Yeah.
What about this character coming up?
Oh, here we go. Now, originally in the first draft of the script, we were going to use Pee Wee Herman as Fred's dad.
Yeah.
But we decided to go this way. This is
The fabulous John
I like
Cena.
this direction
John
because you'd expect Fred's dad to be like someone
Right.
like Pee Wee Herman since he's so weird, but
Right.
it's cool that his dad's like this hardcore.
Yeah, it's great.
Certainly the fantasy of his dad. Yeah.
Whenever that screens, that breakover is just gets a huge laugh. He's great. He's just got so much presence.
And muscle.
And he
Muscle tone.
It was cool to
muscle, good
finally,
muscles,
it was cool to finally meet someone who's like more physically fit than I am. Because usually I don't get around to that, you
It's
know.
still close, Lucas. I don't know. It's a 50. It's hard to
It
call.
was just cool because
Is it-
usually I get like a little like big-headed about my body, but seeing him like brought me down to earth, and I'm not the strongest person in the
Because
world.
he said he was envious of your body, which is really interesting. He said, I've always wanted to be thin.
It's a shame we don't have him here to do the commentary to find out the truth.
This was fun to film.
Well, this is a blast.
It was hard to get up to those notes because I'm not really a singer like Pixie. She's amazing, so singing with her was sort of embarrassing.
Well, I think you nailed it. And,
I wish I could have kept that wig.
Though you should keep that tux for your wedding.
I know.
It's gorgeous.
Pixie only shot like a couple of days, right? I mean, she
Yeah, I mean,
really-
one of the amazing challenges in this whole movie was that we just didn't have time. But you know,
Yeah.
Pixie would fly in from London, and
Felt like it was mostly me on the set, didn't it?
yeah,
Like
well,
very rarely, like another character would come in.
exactly, and
That's what
just
it
sort
felt
of juggling them and jostling the limited time we had to make it seem like we didn't have that. This perfume did smell nice on you. I think we actually had perfume. We stupidly put actual perfume
Yeah,
in there.
and then I had lunch right after, so I was going to eat lunch with everyone. Everyone was like, "Why do you smell like a little girl?"
Room reeked. It was like a Axe body spray room.
I love the fact that Kevin is dancing with a mirror out in his.
How else would he see himself?
I just like how he's such like a narcissist. Like he's so
Right.
obsessed with himself.
One of the things we really wanted to do in the singing storyline was just satirize that prevailing love of American Idol and Glee and
That's right. Yeah, I forgot all about that. But you're right.
Everyone
That's
wants to be a singer nowadays.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone.
Everyone wants to be a star.
My dad wants to be a singer.
Is that true? Is he going to be a singer?
I'm kidding. That'd
love
be
this.
weird.
One star in the family. You have like 8 brothers and sisters. Is that right, Lucas?
Yeah, I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Wow.
I'm in the middle.
You're right in the middle.
That's what like kind of gave me like so many ideas for weird storylines and stuff. Is
you-
being in a big family.
That's interesting. And how do they feel about your stardom?
They're all really supportive. They like it and like whenever they can come with me to LA and stuff. So
That's cool.
and deeply envious and jealous.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Your sister worked on the movie though too. You got your
yeah, she was the hair person.
Yeah.
One of the hair people.
She was great,
which is awesome.
and I always had a donut in her hand for some reason. You know, a lot of comedians come from big families. I
Is that
remember
true?
reading- yeah, Bill Murray. That's the only one I know, but
well, so
a lot of them.
Lucas and Bill Murray come from a lot of. Maybe you should
I
have
think
thought.
Richard Pryor.
You should have thought through that sentence
Well,
before you
we
said
need
it.
like a Wikipedia here or something.
It was
I
actually
would sound a lot
scary.
smarter.
It was actually scary whenever like I filmed the scene with Kevin because he was actually scared of me.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
well, that's-
intimidating.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
Like I didn't know if he was in character, or he's actually a
told
Fred
him to do-
hater,
Could you-
or
I told him to do that.
Do you know his name?
It's a tap out
What's
shirt
the
too. That's
what's the
intimidating.
actor?
Jake.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jake Lear.
yeah, I was actually scared of being hit during these scenes.
He really is amazing. I
thought he
found
owned-
him. He really did. He
Just
owned
embodied
this
this
whole
character, and I think he also is a singer and has his own.
Right.
Really?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. He's dropping his own singles.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
Jeez, everyone in this is a singer besides
that's what I'm
me.
saying. I know. There's a yeah.
So
Well,
here comes Fred's mom. Fred's mom is Siobhan Fallon
She was awesome.
Hogan, is a very old friend of mine.
I loved filming scenes with her, but at the same time, it was so hard because I could like I'd always laugh.
That's hysterical.
She is in a way just a huge pain because she's always so funny. That's like she does not.
she can't stop being funny.
She can't stop. She can't really turn it off. But
No.
she and I have been friends for like 25 years or so. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. When we looked far and wide for Fred's mom, and because it's such a vital role to the heart of the movie. And
Yeah.
when she came in, I felt like she had 3 or 4 cigarettes. Right before. And something about that just made it perfect.
She can play the dark side of it, but still keep it funny. I think.
I'm gonna have a friend over.
You know, the thing about writing Fred's mom that was so much fun is just from the character that Lucas you created off screen, it really. It was pretty easy for me to then sit down and start to write Fred's mom because she really kind of reminds me of my mother, which
really
not in a good way. But
Mine too. Everyone's mom. I think that's the beauty of moms.
I think that's the thing is that moms will say things to you. There's an honesty and an abruptness that most moms have with their kids.
I feel bad for my parents because people are always like, "Oh, aren't you so mad that Lucas is talking about you guys this way?" And but it's not that. Like, my parents are awesome. Like, it's not based on them at all.
Yeah, I mean, your mother's nothing like Fred's mother at all.
Oh. That was fun. They actually did that to me. That wasn't a stuntman on that part.
Oh, is that
Remember
true?
I fell into that mattress?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did. Clay, I can't believe
that was
you did
towards
that.
the end of shooting. It was towards the end of shooting, so they were like, "Oh, it's okay if he dies."
And John Cena's done a few of those in his career.
The John Cena only worked like one day, right?
One day. Everything you see with John Cena, we had to achieve in one day.
And that's so amazing is because his presence is really, strong throughout the movie. In a
I
way.
felt so stupid because I actually wasn't familiar with him before you guys talked about casting him, and then everyone knows who he is, so I felt so out of the loop.
Well, that's kind of how I felt about you when I found out about this thing. I mean, it's like the world knew about Fred, and I hadn't seen any of these things.
Ouch, that actually hurt. He was like, "Oh, I know how to hit it so it doesn't hurt." But I remember, it secretly hurt, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be a wimp.
That's, I think that was, Cena's been on stuff since filming this, but this might have been some of his first acting, right?
Yeah,
he was in that wrestler movie,
right? But this is a bit. I love him as a comedic character. I mean, watch out The Rock because I feel like he's on your he's on your heels.
Yeah,
he's fun. I had such a blast working with him.
Wow. The whole idea. I remember the whole idea when we were breaking the story of like digging the hole to go next door. I mean, I feel like there was one of you guys pitched. It was either Clay or Brian. The whole idea that once he digs, he thinks he's gone to China.
Yeah.
I just felt like
I remember I tried that when I was little.
Did you dig into China? Right.
Yeah, my sister did, but then my dad got so mad because we were ruining the lawn supposedly.
And it's really hard to dig. I really thought when we were doing that, it was really important. Digging a hole in your backyard is really hard.
Yeah.
Like if you're a kid.
I was sore after this day. I was.
And I think you kind of get it across, although I think that the tunnel is not our best set.
You don't? Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, well, it took, we worked for 7 weeks digging that tunnel, so I'll tell the art department.
Tell your bozos in the art department.
I remember that hat, remember how it fell off? It was so hard to, act with.
I know.
Fell off so many times.
That was one of the worst props, but then turns out in the cut to be one of the funniest, so it turned around on us, but man, I was going crazy with that helmet.
I think the New York Times was there.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
Is that right?
This is one of the best times of directing because everyone was focused on the New York Times and I could just work on the movie.
Did you hurt yourself there, Lucas, or not really?
Yeah.
A little bit. See, look how hard it is. This is how, if you're going to dig a hole in your backyard, this is actually very realistic. It's so
This is
hard.
verite. I went for a Godard approach on the tunnel.
All the 15-year-olds listening are saying, "What's a Godard?"
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Well, again, Wikipedia. That's just pointing you.
Right. But also, what's good about this is that you can buy very easily. It's nice that he dug a hole and then put cement walls in it.
So if you don't line it with cement, David, the whole thing is going to fall apart.
I felt sort of claustrophobic in that set.
This is a little detail that I think is a David Goodman touch that Kevin breaks his arm here for no apparent reason, but it is.
Well, to me, the funny thing is that later you see Kevin with the cast, and then in the fantasy of the pool, he's got a plastic bag over the cast, which was a very small detail that I thought was important because you couldn't go swimming with a cast on.
That's insightful.
What were these kids? Now this is all on a raised platform, right?
I remember this was I felt a lot of pressure shooting this. Remember, they were talking about we could only do it one time because the grass wouldn't be right if we did it again. So it was really
that was
a lot of pressure.
And that was a raised platform, right? Those kids are up on a giant,
that was actually in Fred's backyard.
Mm-hmm. That's what you guys thought. It was actually we shot that in Beijing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. That was a fun trip.
That's a good joke, Clay.
This was the last thing. This was my last picture.
It was.
Wow.
This is a Captain Crunch, an ode to Captain Crunch with the soap hair.
Oh, is that true?
Well, I was going for that, like a sort of sail, like a captain ship.
I like the bacon stickers. I didn't notice those.
Yeah, right? Nice.
I ordered it from the back
Yeah, I know it's funny to see what I mean, that was literally the last shot.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I
loved that alien thing that appears like in all these different rooms in the movie. That alien singing thing.
We got that at a flea market a few days before.
The cool thing about this was it actually did make me invisible.
It did.
That was cool.
Well, it was expensive, but we thought let's put the money towards that in this movie.
That was really fun, just being invisible and scaring people. I brought that home with me too. I
don't think anybody's believing that happened. There's going to be 6-year-olds listening to this commentary who say,
they're like, Mom, I want one of those.
What can I get?
Christmas.
This is some nice acting from Jake.
It really is, yeah.
How did you guys do the whole ball thing, like ripping off the hat and the ball hitting his face?
We did some of the most expensive fishing wire.
Fishing wire.
Yeah, very simple stuff. I mean, the whole movie we tried to employ the simplest stuff. This is actually one of my art department, my production designer, in fact, holding a ball, and he's got pretty good aim. You'll see in a second. Coming up, Josh Losey. Boom,
nice.
Perfect.
Really? It was a real ball, wasn't special effects?
Yeah,
no, well, but the guy's in a green suit or something.
He's in a green suit. He's actually just has a green stick attached to a ball, and you just take that out and post it.
This is really sort of from my childhood of all the things that I sent away from the backs of comic books and how disappointing they ended up being. So the invisibility cloak is this camouflage thing. I mean, that to me is such a real kind of thing that kids do. They get their $10,
the hovercraft,
and they send it away and it comes back and it's crap. It's just bad and cheap, and you were cheated, but you were sold by the ad.
I always love the adults that must start those companies, and
I know.
Right?
And they figure they're right. They figure out how to get money from kids.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
That's a good profession, stealing money from kids.
Well, actually, I guess that's what we're all doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, this was a specifically hard one to shoot because I remember you had the mom do all these lines like while she was sleeping, like sleep talking lines, and they were so funny. I remember there's about the most random things.
Siobhan it's very editing her was very difficult because everything was such a funny option. And this is a sexy look.
It's a good look. What I always loved about this too was the idea that Kevin doesn't recognize him. To me is funny. It really takes time for Kevin to he's so stupid that he doesn't recognize Fred in disguise. I liked also that he's broken his arm, but he's still out there dancing.
Yep. This is one of my favorite moments.
It was nice doing this thing with Clay, the director, because he has a lot of experiences dressing up as women. So
I have a little. That's true. That is true.
So it was really nice having someone with experience.
Someone who's lived it. Someone who's been there. And this is the Tangs, the first time you get to meet the Tangs.
I remember the people in this house were upset that they had to move their Christmas tree.
They had the woman in that house collected all sorts of stuff, and just even getting in there was very challenging.
The Tang, I got the name from one of the directors at Family Guy, a woman named Cindy Tang.
I thought that was...
Sorry. It's not named after the drink the astronauts drink.
I never met an emergency before. I don't know who to call. I don't even know what number.
This is the thing we do throughout the movie. We have these. Fred has this sort of, when he is in his house, conceptually he could speak anytime he wanted to camera, and the camera was sort of his one friend and his one. But when we got out in the world, when he actually leaves the house for his adventure, he doesn't have that anymore.
That's right. We were very consistent about that.
I didn't really notice that.
In a certain way, that was that helped the movie sort of figuring out that limitation, because it's like the adventure that he goes on. He has fantasies.
Yeah.
Fred fantasies.
But that'd be kind of ruin it. It'd be a little cheesy if he was always talking to the camera.
It also made it, and this is now getting to filmmaking pretension, it gives him too much control over the outside world, and in a way then the audience is more with him, that it is more of an adventure rather than this kid controls his world. In his house, he controls his world.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we invented Durf as well, is that Durf became, we worried when he got out in the world that he wouldn't have anyone to talk to and wouldn't have a friend.
That's
and so
right.
It gave Durf a reason for being.
Durf was your idea, Clay, as I remember.
Well.
I may have been against it originally.
You might have been. That wouldn't have been the only thing. But yeah, I liked watching Fred transform into Durf.
I know, I now think it was a great idea, but at the time I don't think I was for it at all.
Durf is Fred backwards, for anyone that didn't catch that.
Yeah.
It took me a while to catch that. I finally caught it a long time after.
This is one of my.
I like how the mom reacts to his voice. Like she's like, after all this time, you think that like she would be used to it, but she still like hates it. And I like her leather pants, like those leopard spotted pants.
Yeah, she's sexy. Now this is a great. I love this scene. It's so truthful. The exchange. I just remember so many days after school talking to my mom and just being around in the kitchen and the honesty of that. I love that exchange between the two of you.
I like how he always calls 911 too, because I actually did that when I was little. I remember one time my older sister called 911 and her friend did too, and they said that there was a fire at the house and the police actually came. Wasn't a good idea. Don't do that. This was fun to film, throwing a tantrum.
You did this very well.
And this is all their furniture.
I remember I kind of got bruises from shooting this part.
Wow. I love that.
That's a great joke.
And he has to clean it all up.
You know, the 911 thing, I'm just going to quickly let people into my creative process, which nobody cares about. But the 911 thing was, I was just looking for a song to do the cutaway, and I was watching So You Think You Dance with my kids, and it's like, well, this is a popular song. So then I put it in, and then I'm writing the script. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Judy's been kidnapped. And then I thought of the song, and then it was all just an accident. See, nobody cares.
How long did it take you to write the script?
I had 4 weeks to write.
That's crazy, right?
It was very short, and since I was working full-time at Family Guy, so I was getting up.
That would be hard.
I was getting up at 4 a.m. and working from 4 to 9, and then I would hand in an act at a time, and then Clay and Brian and his team would work on the script, and then give me notes and give me suggestions. Like you guys came up with the woods sequence that was like, and then
I kind of took the movie as, I mean, you know, I thought together, Dave and I, we had such a, we had to just kind of do it on the fly. I was literally prepping, looking for locations, and when I'd call him and I'd say, I found this amazing location, or what if Fred did this? Right. I think there needs to be some big apex in here where he did, and was it the dam? The dam that you found that we then put in the movie? Yeah, the dam is a good example of that. A lot of it. I mean, it was sort of it was such a wonderful collaborative way to make a movie.
It was terrific. I don't know that I've ever had an experience like it. Yeah, this is kind of a takeoff on Taken. I'm sorry, I just wanted to reference that. But and originally, she's.
There's something to do with the cell phone in there originally, right?
Yeah, what happened to that, Clay? You cut that out.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. I didn't.
It was funny on paper.
Paper was hysterical. No, one of the things I love is just your camouflage PJs here that are. Lydia, my wardrobe stylist, found those, and they're just a winner.
Those are awesome.
They're dinosaurs if you look really closely at them.
This is some very subtle acting on Siobhan's part. Bigger. Did you just keep saying bigger, Siobhan? Bigger, over the top.
I love that dream sequence. Yeah. And Brian always laughs at this because his kids come running down the steps and run right into the wall. This is a really sweet testimonial.
I love the idea that he's brushing his teeth.
Me too, and he's got this purpose, but he takes a second to... And then, I don't know, one of the things I love about the movie is the way that the internet plays into it and keeping, which is, you know, where Lucas is.
Isn't this actually supposed to be like before he made Fred videos? Is that what you guys said?
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of, yeah. I thought that was a good way to think about the movie. Sort of, how did Fred happen?
56 Meadow Lane is the address of the house I grew up in.
It is? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We're just learning that.
That's Clay.
There's Clay
on the toilet.
That must be the guy who lived there before her.
Clay didn't really like the guy sitting on the toilet until he cast himself in the role. And
then it got a lot better. It got a lot funnier. That's true.
I have got to get Judy out of that house.
But I was always amazed at Google Maps when I was writing the script, and around the time of that, I had done a search for my house on Google Maps, and I found my house, and it's like the street view, and my car is in the driveway, and I'm like, this is really creepy. What if you could see something in the window? Yeah. What if you could see?
Such a funny insight.
And so that's really where I got the idea of like zooming in and seeing a guy on the toilet.
I like how these two kids are playing by the woods by themselves.
Yeah. Good parenting. Evan Weiss. Who's Evan Weiss, Lucas?
Evan Weiss, that's my manager's name. His name is mentioned more in the movie than mine, I think.
Little Evan Weiss.
We had a place called Bicycle Jungle near where I grew up, and it was only a 1 block long little patch of woods, but man, was it scary to go through.
Yeah.
And the stories that came out of it that probably weren't true at all sort of gave impetus to this.
It seems to me, Lucas, that your videos are all sort of about kids who, like, there's the latchkey kid, but the kid who's really kind of abandoned and has to find his world on his own. Is that... I mean, were you conscious of that when you were making the videos?
Not really. I mean, the first video, Fred on Halloween, I didn't think anything through. I just knew the character's name was going to be Fred, and I knew he was 6 years old. But I didn't know anything else about him. I kind of just went with it. And over like the first 8 or 10 videos or something, I kind of got like the whole Fred world mapped out and figured out everything.
But it's interesting because it feels to me like you just commenting on kids playing by the woods and no parents. That to me is like the core of Fred.
Yeah.
He's got to do he's on his own.
I remember this was another scene where there was a lot of pressure to shoot because we only had one take.
Oh, we had one go at this one.
That was so much fun though. I remember like 2 hours later after I took a shower, like I found ketchup in my ear. It was weird.
Yeah, this was hemophiliac
I'd say
nightmare.
The only thing that I found painful to write was the ketchup scene because I still don't get it. I still don't get
it's over your head, probably.
I still don't get what's funny about it.
You don't understand it.
I never get comedy.
You didn't live Vietnam like I did.
It's just like, do this. No, do this. You got to do this. Clay's like, no, the ketchup scene's going to be really funny. So I was literally typing. All is what I was. All right, well, I'll type this.
Well, yeah,
I think audiences love it.
Veterans do.
Veterans. It seems unlikely she wouldn't wake up.
I know. Well, we played with her waking up a lot in the
sleeper.
cut.
She might have been at the bar the night before.
I loved how over the top his backpack is.
Me too.
That coat was really nice because it was so cold when we were shooting.
Yeah, we shot in the middle of the winter. You can't.
I never knew that. People always say California summer never ends, and I was like, that's not true.
No, not when you're
cold.
up at 4 a.m. shooting.
It's more like spring never ends in California.
Mm-hmm. Cold nights.
Yeah, no, we were getting up early, or you were. I didn't have to come.
Yeah, I was saying earlier. People were asking me like, what was the biggest challenge shooting the movie, and I said waking up early because it really was.
So yeah, and physical. They're really physical days.
Look, the character in the videos is like, you're sort of playing him as like 6, right? Or I mean,
yeah, that was my original, like 6, because I was but I don't know. I guess the movie more is like a 15-year-old trapped in the 6-year-old's way of thinking.
Right.
Middle school.
But yeah, I actually based Fred on my 2 little brothers who were like around the age of 6 when I created him. Because they were always like throwing tantrums and like all that stuff.
This is to me, the core of the Kevin-Fred relationship is that Kevin needs Fred to make fun of.
Make himself feel better.
Yeah, and that to me is like the core of bullies is that for me growing up, you only have it with hindsight, but they needed you.
Without and then when you
if
disappear.
they don't have you, then they're nothing. They only have themselves to make fun of. So.
My best friend and bully, also the bully lived across the street from me, but sometimes my best friend, sometimes the bully that beat me up was this kid named Matt Leonetti, who I thought I should mention, only because other people, when I would mention him, everyone thought I had 3 best friends, Matt, Lee, and Eddie.
That was his name, Matt Leonetti?
Yeah.
Matt Leonetti.
It was one guy?
It was one guy, but it sounded like 3 people.
He was your bully?
Yeah, but he was also my best friend. It went back and forth. It depended what his mood was.
He was a little bit bipolar, maybe.
Lucas, do you have bullies? Did you have bullies as a kid? Or
not really. Like when in high school, middle school, but when I was like in kindergarten and like 1st grade, I had bullies back then. So maybe that's kind of where like I got the whole Fred bully idea.
Now you have managers.
Yeah.
Whoa, come on.
Ow, low blow.
Low blow. He's right back there. He's listening
I thought you meant I had managers.
I
thought you meant managers to protect me from bullying.
That's what I meant, David.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I had in my head.
Perhaps that's what I meant.
I've never rode a public bus in my life.
Wow.
Really?
Well,
Never.
It
I
seems
live
like
in Nebraska. So.
Well, you're always driving around in limos, right? I mean, big first class.
That
all the
old
way.
man with the nachos was funny.
I hope I can.
Remember he kept
I'm like him one day.
Wait, what happened?
That old man with the nachos that they just showed, he was always trying to like throw in his own ideas. Remember he brought like this weird eyeball thing to set every time, and he always tried to get it into the movie. He's like, is there any way you can get this ball into the movie? And I was like, I don't know, ask Clay.
We got the strangest extras with it, but a great group. I actually did some research on that guy later, and he was a big deal in his time.
No way, really?
Yeah. Wikipedia is fantastic. Again, I hate to keep mentioning it, but
No. This is.
I'm thinking about growing my hair out that long for real.
you should. You should.
He would look so cool.
The cool thing about playing Durf was because I'm actually really cool and smooth and just like
right.
him in
This
real
is
life.
just we just
Just
turned
so
the camera
cool.
on.
I said, don't act, please.
We just
And-
Yeah,
turned
because
the
everyone
camera
who
on.
knows me in real life knows that I'm just the coolest, most smooth, unawkward guy ever.
If you saw him now, you wouldn't see the leather jacket. The leather jacket you're wearing looks
Yeah, I'm
great.
wearing
by
a
the way.
leather jacket right now. I rode my motorcycle here.
It's so weird is how much that hair changes your look. I mean, you really
I know.
don't look exactly the same. You're obviously the same person, but it's a weird thing.
Yeah, it gives like a different twist,
Yeah. You're also acting though too. You're not smiling.
It's just
which is sort of hard.
Yeah.
smoking hot babe. Every time I see her, I just tingle.
She makes you pee.
You guys lowered the voice a little for Durf, right?
We did. We lowered it in post.
Take a joke.
I guess I'm a little weird.
Everybody's weird, man. All of us.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't think about it too much. It means something though. Just process it.
Wow.
The bus seat, you were all trapped on the bus for a day, right? That was like,
Yeah, the bus is, if you've shot on moving anything, it's pretty challenging. And then to shoot two different people on a moving bus with the light changing and the. But yeah, so you always end up like wanting to tear each other's hair out.
Remember,
but-
I felt like I was really cool because we had like police escorting the bus. Remember
We
on
did.
those motorcycles?
Yeah, that
I
was
felt
cool.
like we were like the
were- we-
biggest thing ever.
we were the coolest public bus that day.
I know, that's what I felt like at least. So how did you guys, with like the camera moving, because like obviously there's bumps in the roads, how did you cut it so like you couldn't see the line in between Fred and Durf?
That is just really carefully locking the camera down. Simple, but and by keeping a locked camera, when one thing bumps, the other thing bumps. And then
as long as you're driving over the same stretch of road. for the
exactly,
shot, right?
yeah. So we just keep doing a similar loop and loop and loop and then
Now-
great editing.
Now, is this this pool? I can't remember what point. Did you find this and then we put it in the movie? Is that
Yeah,
what
we
happened?
found this was another one of those damn moments where we just found a location. I think I called you right after we found it.
Right.
And said we've got to find a way to kind of make this
because it was the beach. That's what it was. It
Yeah,
was
we
the
talked
beach.
about the
originally.
beach, and I didn't like the beach because I felt like I wanted
Yeah,
to
because
stick.
especially since Fred, like you feel like he's supposed to be in the Midwest,
Right.
sort of.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go to Malibu and have it be bizarre.
My writer's assistant, Kristen Long, is actually the on Family Guy is the one who came up with that
Wrote that
Wongy Pong, the Ong thing. She brought it up in the writer's room as like this something that her and her sisters and brothers did, maybe just her sister. And I was literally at the time I was writing the script, and at that literally the same day, Clay and Brian called me and said, Bertha's got to have like some cool way of talking or some
Slang.
and I'm like, I stole it from her, but I gave her a nice gift. Later.
present.
I gave her a nice present.
You did? Well, isn't that also her book that we're that?
No,
Bertha
I'm sorry.
said?
The book is She's So Money, which seemed like a perfect title for a book to Bertha read. It's written by Cherry Chiva Pravadung. Cherry Chiva is her author name. She's a writer on Family Guy, but she's written these young adult novels. And the title She's So Money to me was just such a great title of something that Bertha would be reading.
Yeah.
And it's also the kind of book that she would be reading.
Being buried in the sand was actually a little weird for me because I'm claustrophobic a little, so it was weird being trapped down there. Remember, I had to go to the bathroom during one point, and you guys had to undig me.
I remember that. That fly was.
I was like scared. I'm like,
casting
should,
that fly
should
was
I
difficult.
tell them or not?
You could
Should I
just-
just hold it in?
You could just pee in the sand.
That's what the sand's there for. That's
I
what
mean,
dogs.
That would have been sort of
Yeah.
awkward when I come back, when I get undug, though, explaining that.
I love this fantasy sequence as well, and I love the way
This
that.
was actually the first day Pixie was there. This was the first time I saw Pixie and Kevin in character. So
That's
it was
right.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
As you can see, even in Fred's fantasy, Kevin's arm is broken.
Did he
and
have a
He has a
tattoo?
classic.
Yeah, he has a tattoo on his underarm,
Oh, no
which
way, really? It's
which is a musical. What are the two musical notes?
This is the.
Yeah, this was
Carpenters.
actually the exact scene with them singing together that I saw them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you can just sense the star power that Pixie has. I love.
She
I
really
remember
is
I was
something.
jealous of their song because I was mad. I was jealous of their song because I thought that me and Judy's song wasn't as good. But
Oh, really?
now with the costumes and everything and watching it, I think
Oof. Ow.
That hurt.
Every time that hurts me.
The plastic bag over the cast, even in the fantasy. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, again, that's that's the Oscar-winning kind of stuff.
That's my Writers Guild Award right there.
This is the first time you guys are hearing the score.
So, did you get the poop out of the pool yet?
We're watching the movie.
I like how Bertha would still come to the pool, like when it's closed down because someone pooped in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes her sort of very kind of offbeat. She like does her own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also sort of a magic quality of Bertha is that she's just there in these weird ways.
I know, and like Fred like looks at her as like this cool, like older girl, which is awesome.
Right. She's a little bit.
This was the
hero.
first day of shooting.
This was, yeah.
That's
And
right.
it was really,
You just passed it
I
first
was
shot.
really awkward because I didn't really know anyone yet. Didn't really know Clay, and it was the whole crew. And the first day I had to get down to my underwear. So
It's a metaphor for being an actor. Is this a friend of yours, Clay, or you just cast him?
Yeah. I try to find spots for a bunch of friends of mine.
He's
and
amazing.
Everyone.
So
I
good.
mean, I think all the people that Fred gets to meet along the way are just
What's his name?
Gary Anthony Williams is his name.
yeah, all the little characters
Really?
in there for one scene are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd expect like if they were in one scene they wouldn't be as like good, but they're awesome.
No, yeah, they were.
Everyone, like every casting was awesome. That's what I liked about it.
What's so good about this kind of movie is that your budget's very low, but you can get people to show up for one day to do something kind of fun.
fantastic. Yeah. Good time to mention Cheryl and all the hard work she put into casting.
Yeah. This is in the Valley. This is in San Fernando Valley. I think it's Valley Village is the area.
How did you get the idea of him going through a car wash?
That one's a Brian Robbins. That's
Yes,
definitely a Brian.
definitely.
That was sort of an early thought that just held up because it's hysterical.
This is John Gatins, who is
a complete weirdo in the
actor. He's acting. He's actually a very successful screenwriter.
Yep. An amazing guy.
His brother George Gatins gave me one of my first jobs as a producer, as a screenwriter, write a movie. But yeah, this was Brian's idea to do the car wash, and I don't remember quite the order. What it was you pitched to me the car wash at some point, and I had him buried in the sand, so I connected the two that he needed to.
Brian, we had to do this on this was also the first day, and man, was this a difficult thing to do on your first day of any movie.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty amazing. I mean
the crew looked at me at the end of this day like, "What are we in for?" Because it was just in the wintertime you have such little light, and so to push for this much. And then here comes your hip hop video.
This was also
This is actually good because I'm actually a pretty gangster person too, on top of being cool and strong.
that wig has been missing since this day of shooting. Lucas, do you know what happened to the wig? We've been looking for it. It's not, and we're gonna go to your house. 'Cause
Get out of the road! I'm sorry.
that was also like it.
Moron!
You can see his hair in the reflection, which we needed to tell people because I don't think you can tell that from the movie. That's my one bump in the movie is
That you can actually see the reflection.
well, that he needs to be able to see that he's seeing his hair.
That's right. Yeah.
It wasn't like through the windshield.
Look at the reflections. I mean,
There you go, much better. Pets Are Us. Well, there's Oscar from The Office. Lots of ad libbing in this scene.
yeah, we played this scene. I wanted to play this scene
For reality.
Yeah.
I felt like this took so long to shoot, didn't you?
Yeah,
It felt really long. It was fun though.
Moving parts, lots of people. Dogs never make it easy. Look how cute those dogs are, though. One of my favorite people in Hollywood, Jordan Black.
I enjoy them. Gary!
It's hard not to just stop and watch sometimes.
Yeah. Lots of ad libbing in this scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that dog? I never noticed that it was just all pretty much shaved. It's weird.
This is really sort of taking something from your videos, Lucas, of the idea that he thinks these things are squirrels.
It is, yeah.
That all started because we have Pomeranians and my mom was bringing them to the pet to get groomed. And like she told them just give them a little trim, but they actually shaved their whole body.
Oh, no.
So they looked like squirrels,
Oh,
so I
that's so
had
funny.
to put it in the video.
That's so funny.
Yeah, this is definitely an ode to people who know Fred from the.
Yeah, this was.
And I think we just missed one of Lucas's best lines. The "That's more than my mom makes an entire year." I love that line. That was a Lucas.
Wait, David didn't write that?
No, you did. That was your improv. Fantastic.
Put the dog
I remember I felt bad for that dog in my shirt. It didn't seem like it wanted to be in there.
I don't have a dog, you psycho.
He's a gangbanger. I will spray you.
They're just so funny because like they like trying to use like all this slang from kids, like a gangbanger.
Right.
Who would ever say that?
They're a great couple. We could do. Jordan keeps calling me, asking me when we're going to make the movie just about the pet shop.
The spin-off?
The spin-off.
I Smell Pilot. Yeah.
This is a ridiculous scene, but one that I love.
I don't love it.
You know, I just love it because I guess I spent so much time going to pet shops when I was a kid. You know.
You did?
Originally,
Yeah,
I think in the first
pets.
draft, with the budget didn't allow it, all the pets start escaping. He lets all the pets out, right?
That's right. And then we said stop stealing things from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, is that?
I remember this was actually one of my favorite scenes while I read the script.
Oh,
this
that's
is
nice.
This is pure David Goodman. I love this scene.
Thank you.
I never did very well in languages in high school, so
Right.
I had to ask what the scene meant, but
It seems unlikely that even Fred wouldn't know what Spanish is, but
So this is like kind of his first. The cool thing about the movie is like his first time going out in the real world and like experiencing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a beautiful absurdist expression of that.
I remember this was one of the days that like I felt like I might lose my voice a little because we did a lot of screaming.
Oh
stuff
my God,
this
did
day.
we ever? Yeah.
Where'd you find this actor? He's so real.
This is one of the hardest people to find in the movie for some reason. I just had such a specific idea in mind. And sometimes when you do that, you just hunt and don't.
We
find
shot
it,
all
man.
these running scenes over like the whole movie span, right?
Yeah, that roller. I cannot believe you did that on your own, but that was.
I know that was the last day shooting, so you guys really didn't have to worry about a stuntman.
Yeah, at that point we were like, you know what? Send him over the loop.
It was fun though.
And then here we are at the Sepulveda Dam.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Was that
Nice
real?
shot.
Was that
Nice,
real?
right? Yeah.
All that water?
No, beauty of special effects.
I was gonna say I don't remember it being that hardcore.
I don't remember any water. That's
Yeah,
so
no
weird.
water.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, let's talk about this guy. He's so funny.
He was funny. Yeah, he was awesome.
Chris Wilde, another
So
dear friend and a
funny.
brilliant actor.
He got that haircut specifically for the role. He said.
He said his wife absolutely would not look at him for a week.
I don't know. Did the fact that it's replaced the old Felsen Dam, is that still in there?
No.
Yeah, Felsen's my wife's last name. So. Thanks a lot for cutting
Yeah,
that
we
out.
took that right out. Yeah. No nepotism.
This is kind of based on. It was basically the story of the dam on the Mulholland Dam that broke and destroyed all the. Anyway, there's a little.
We cut out the
That's a
history
real.
part 'cause
That's
no
a
one
real.
cared.
Well, there's a real story of this dam that broke and washed out the valley back in the early part of the 20th century.
That's exciting.
Yeah, there you go.
I love how he sounds like Bill Clinton here.
He's so funny.
He's just
so
brilliant.
funny. He added so many little touches
Yeah.
that are just so funny.
BS.
I think I looked
BS
at-
somebody is one of my favorite.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
great.
I think
That-
I looked him up after like I did your thing in Wikipedia him or whatever, and I saw that he like auditioned for American Idol. Did he do it like as a joke or what?
Oh no way! Really?
I doubt it. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
doubt
that
it.
was just Wikipedia not being true.
He's got more talent in his pinky than
Yeah. So funny.
yeah. And I just love what an inspirational weirdo he is.
Yeah.
And this is
such
this-
a weird scene.
This is a great moment.
No running in the dam.
The woods. Here we go. Now again, it's like yeah. So the woods was inspired by something from your youth, but it definitely is very universal. Of like
Just that place that terrifies you.
yeah.
Kind of like the van, you know. A van always terrified me as a kid. when dark vans came around the neighborhood, you just knew, thought the worst.
This is the voice of the deer still the original voice that you did?
It's still Clay Weiner's voice. Yeah, it's the deep bass of Clay Weiner.
And where did you get the deer?
You mean literally? Where did we get him?
Yeah, it was like some place that you knew about.
Oh yeah, I knew this little effects house at a monster shop, creature shop that I've shot a lot of commercials and used them in the past, and I saw this cute little deer months earlier and really wanted to put him in somewhere, and you'll see him in a few seconds.
Yeah, I remember when you pitched the wood stuff to me. I mean, it was helpful because I didn't really know what we were going to do in this section of the movie, but then you said you wanted a singing deer. And I was like, really? And I was so tired that I'm like, fine, let's do it.
I never wanted to come back here because of little Evan White.
I like your song. Hey, so Lucas, those songs that you sing in your videos, I mean, you're just ad-libbing those?
Yeah, I always because it's just, I don't know how I even thought to do that with him, but it's kind of like whenever he has like an intense emotion, he just sings it out.
Yeah, that's kind of, well, I mean, we didn't ad-lib the songs of the movie. I actually had to write some of them. I think, and it was weird because I would listen to your
It brought out like your inner songwriter.
I think the songs I wrote are terrible, but they kind of work for your character.
I used to do the songs a lot in the videos because I could hit like these really high notes that sounded so funny.
Yeah.
But now obviously I can't hit those.
High notes. Your voice is getting so low. So this is you and you guys singing. Were you on set singing, Clay, or no?
Yeah, I was doing a sort of a white guy impersonating. I was actually sort of impersonating Brian Robbins' black guy. So sort of a white guy doing a black guy. to do this deer.
It's a very funny voice. I didn't recognize it when I first heard it, and I think this whole thing is really funny.
Yeah, I love the scene.
That deer was creepy.
He was, and then I love how he just runs out of there.
Now I can't remember, and I'll be honest. The fact that little Evan Weiss has been in the woods the whole time. Was that your idea? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yes, it was.
Okay, good. Because I remember there was this whole back and forth, but I love the idea of this kid who has lived in the woods since getting lost in the woods.
We just wanted to be.
And he's so excited that he found the ball.
He found the ball.
15 years later.
I love that. I love how the ball, if you notice, it's been out in the woods for 15 years.
Yeah,
the color's gone. But I thought one of the things I loved about the script and just the challenge of making it was anything we brought up, we wanted to come back to and come back to.
Right. Callbacks.
Callbacks we were very careful to do them all and finding them all is just pretty funny. And I love Kevin's mom.
Oh, that's the progressive lady.
She is. Yeah.
I see her all the time now.
She's on. Yeah.
She's always like on the cover of Yahoo, like her little ad and stuff.
Right. I love the idea of the mother who doesn't recognize that her son's a bully, and she assumes they're friends.
And she supports it.
That to me is like so many mothers are like this clueless kind of
have no sense of how awful their kids are, especially the boys.
And there's your friend Fred, she says, and it's like you don't recognize that your son is terrorizing this kid.
Mm-hmm.
This was interesting eating these. I never had a sardine before this, so I gotta have a good first time.
It's so interesting because growing up in a Jewish household, you'll have sardines more often, and
they actually weren't that bad. Everyone always says
I love
like
sardines.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of gross getting a whole handful in your mouth, but it wasn't that bad.
That's good acting. You did a good job.
They did. They're gross on your breath.
I know. I noticed that throughout the day.
Walking all over, so I'm really tired, and I just got so hungry.
You gotta chill out, man.
That's good. That's some good acting right there.
Yeah, I love Durf. You notice the little subtleties of the black Converse versus the white Converse.
And this is really the.
I wish I could have kept those white Converses. Those are cool.
We'll get you up there.
I think this really works well. This fantasy, like, Durf is a fantasy, and so that you don't know that this is a dream, him getting on the bus, because but then we're consistent later in that, of course, Durf can't wake him up because he's not real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like all the fantasy sequences. I think it adds a bunch of really.
It keeps you awake. There's that beautiful dog.
That dog was so scared of everyone. I
believe we had to drug him up a little bit that
way. It was
way.
weird. Oh, they did? I was going to say, because when my dogs were puppies, like, they were never that calm.
Yeah. It's like
I wasn't clear in the script stage direction, and it was sort of too late to do anything about it. The idea was that the woman was carrying around the dog in a box that would hold, like, cans of dog food.
I gotcha.
Because you guys were so literal, and you put it in a dog food box, and I'm like, no, the idea was like a case that would hold, like.
I see.
And it ends up being really kind of weird. The mistake ends up being kind of weird.
I know. Well, I thought you wanted it to be weird because
it was weird and it's funny, but I just.
I wish I lived in that house.
Yeah, everyone does.
Nice house.
Yeah,
Nice house.
It's a great house.
No, they make it look so magical.
Yeah, this was like such a perfect fantasy find. It actually reminded me when I saw it of my sister's dollhouse growing up.
Of course, you can see the addresses on the street corner, and it's not 56 Meadow Lane. It's 1,750.
I think we changed that in post.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. Then that piece of commentary isn't...
Was it supposed to kind of be like Cinderella, like she's being forced to clean and stuff?
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
That was the idea.
The point of this, and I know that this is really going to sound pretentious, but this section of the movie was completely inspired by the King of Comedy. That you don't know what's fantasy. Lucas, if you've never seen that movie, I recommend it.
Fantastic.
It's R-rated, so you can see that now, right? You're old enough.
I'm 16, but
all right, you can cheat.
2 years.
And there's a whole thing in that movie where you're not sure what's fantasy and what's reality at some point in the movie. And that's kind of what the inspiration of this part of the movie is that you think it's real, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, is this fantasy? Because we've set up so many fantasies, and now we're really paying it off, I think, in a great way, especially leading up to the party.
Yeah.
Remember how me and Pixie couldn't get this scene done?
This was our last day of shooting.
I remember, like, you guys were like trying to like laugh and stuff. I could tell you guys were like, just get it done already.
Why couldn't you get it done?
Because there's a part
I kind of made them just about to kiss, and every
there's a
time
part
they
where we lean in, and it was just...
You can just barely see it if you watch really, really closely.
Oh, really?
You can see them about to crack up.
Oh, I'd love to come over to your house.
There was a lot of sexual tension in this scene.
Yeah.
And it's the fireplace, it's the song.
I remember that it also was funny because the dog kept on making these weird coughing noises, like it was about to throw up.
The dog, yeah.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, watch Pixie's face here. You can kind of just about to see there a little bit. She was actually, you were the one laughing more than she was.
That's because I thought it was so funny that a guy like me would ever even have a chance to kiss her.
That bus needs some maintenance.
I know. That's
Pollution.
the most realistic scene in the movie.
But
and then finally we get here, and this is one of the things I do love about it. You expect this whole movie to lead up to such a fantasy ending of the two of them getting together, and in fact...
Oh, you did fix it in post. Look, 56.
Yep.
Fixed one in post?
The address is right.
Yeah, but the across the street address is 1,700.
Okay, details. That's a different street, different address.
Is that it? Is that how it works?
This scene was fun to shoot. It took a full day, I remember. It was just really fun shooting it because there were so many extras and...
Yeah, this is...
Like, there were so many people to play off of.
This is a beautiful scene. I love this scene. Breaks me every time.
It's so harsh. It's so real. And that was the King of Comedy.
I remember it was weird because, like, even though it was obviously all pretend and acting, like, I actually, like, felt, like, hurt when they were, like, all yelling at me.
Right here. I love the way you play the scene. And
it's so dark.
I love how the party, if you look closely at it, isn't even cool at all.
I like how Pixie, I like how Judy has a picture of herself on it. So, I'd be so creeped out if I went to a party and they had the picture of themselves. I'd be like, okay.
I wanted to divide the room so that the girls were on one side and the boys were on another.
Right.
And the only thing that really gets the party going is the fact that Figglehorn shows up.
Right.
And that
there's my photo double back there.
Yeah. We got Jesse in there. Jesse played
That's
Fred's
Demi
double.
Lovato's sister that they showed.
Oh, really?
That's
Wow.
Dallas Lovato.
Yeah.
Please tell me you didn't invite Figglehorn to this party.
She looks amazing.
She really does, yeah.
What are you doing here? Don't you want to hear about how I got here? It's a crazy
It's
story.
just just this harsh moment. It's so
And
bad.
playing the contrast, the thing that I think really kills the scene is playing that contrast. All those are two of my favorite faces in the movie.
Yeah.
Is playing the contrast between their exchange and her sort of empathy towards him, but also the pressure for her having
to
this
remain
party.
her social status.
Yeah, we might have. I mean, we worked hard to make sure that she was sympathetic in this because it's so. I mean, she's unsympathetic.
You kind of like get the feeling that they were like friends when they were really, really little.
Right.
But then, like as they got older, obviously Judy matured and
wanted to
got
move on.
popular.
And got big.
But Fred like stayed in that state. That's why I kind of get like the feeling that they used to be like.
That's
friends.
kind of that was the intention.
And then the way that phones and the ability to record anything now plays into this.
Yeah, that to me was in writing it was like kids now have to record everything to prove that they're having fun.
Yeah, I know. And like on Facebook, posting pictures of like every little event.
Everything.
I never have understood that. Like at school, like people are like, "Oh, let's take a picture." It's like we took in that same picture like 50 times.
Yeah, and it's like to show everybody, look at the good time you're missing.
Yeah. That's not cool to do.
Oh,
man. That puke tasted good.
Was it?
Really? Vegetable soup.
Yeah, it was kind of a
I liked that taste.
This is really terrible. I mean, this scene is just so painful. Poor Fred.
Yeah. Well, we all, I mean, wet your pants or puke, or we've all kind of, this one just gets so close to.
I avoid most of that stuff by
you
staying home.
did during the shoot a few times. You peed your pants.
Well, we don't need to, that doesn't need to be mentioned. Can we cut?
That was a little awkward, though.
Should we cut?
That was a little awkward. I remember, like, did Clay pee his pants or did he spill? Like, I didn't understand.
He spilled his juice.
It was apple juice.
I remember it was weird playing these scenes because like it's such a different contrast from most of the movie, you know?
The
like,
movie, that's a good point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why it was like kind of hard getting into that mode.
Playing a drama, really, here, the movie becomes a drama, and once that humiliation happens to him, the whole tone of the movie shifts into being real, and I think it's one of the reasons why it enables that sort of, what the reality of it enables the comedy to come. And then I love this little touch coming up. It's a little one, you might miss it.
Ah, yes, a bus.
This is so depressing. This looks so depressing.
Mm-hmm. It is really playing the reality of that like outcast thing. I mean, it as a.
And then finding a moment to eat some pizza off your shirt.
I remember I ate the pizza that they used for that. They had all this leftover pizza, and they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna throw this away," and I was like, "I'll have it," and I ate it.
This was always kind of a dream of mine that a public bus would take you to your door.
Yeah, that was the. It was weird trying to figure out. I knew that again, writing the script, I had to figure out some way for Fred to get home quickly.
Right.
Because he'd taken such a long journey to get there that once he got rejected from the party,
we just need him back.
I just got to get him home.
Right.
I can't have him just walk because that just seems like it's too unrealistic that he could get back that easily.
From that far.
Given that how difficult it was to get there.
Yeah.
And the fact that he gave the bus driver extra money and that the bus driver then drives by him and picks him and gives him a ride home.
Perfect callback.
And again, really, what's back in your house? He's Fred again.
He's Fred again, and he has us to talk to again, which even though he's got no one else, he's got us, which I think was such a nice thing to do throughout. That's just a great line.
I like how why would one of his friends have sent it to his mom? It's funny how like the mom is like
the mom's
like kind of in on it.
She's got her email.
And again, that just came out of like, how do we get Fred to see this video?
Like if this happened to me, my mom was like, "Oh, there's a pretty cool video." I'd be like, "What? This isn't cool, Mom."
Yeah, I think keeping other characters deluded like that was
funny.
Potent.
What's
good too here is
this is not only did he
humiliating because especially if it's on the internet, it's there. Like even when Fred's 40 years old, so that'll still be on YouTube.
It'll still be there.
Always. Mm-hmm.
Now this joke, I can't. The idea is that he's upping the views.
Yeah, every time he refreshes it.
But
how'd you decide what to put in the related videos, Clay? Or
that was
just
tough.
Random?
Well, we found what we could, but
the original name, Kevin's original name was
Too Inappropriate.
Too Inappropriate. Kev, Smell My Fart's still pretty funny.
That sounds like something you would say.
It's creepy. I don't get it. I just don't. Oh my gosh, another person just watched.
Yeah, this is where he's upping the views himself. Also, did he already say the comment about who would put videos up online?
Yeah, that was funny because obviously
good insider joke.
Inside, the whole thing about the movie.
Well, I'm not going to stand for this. No.
And also, it ends up being like the whole point of the movie is what we took from the Fred videos was here's a kid, and it's really Lucas's story too. It's like there's a way in which you did these things in a way for yourself. And then they went out into the world and you became something else.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Fred. Hi, Miss Leva.
It's one of the things I just loved about trying to the attempt of this movie in general was that it is the fascinating thing that you can make your own stuff now. And
Kevin Lebo is my cousin's name, who I grew up with in the house at 56 Middle Lane. Where you get these names?
I don't know.
So I gave Kevin Lebo. Is that okay as the last name there, Lucas?
Lebo.
Lebo.
Lucas,
I never knew that was in there. Did they say Kevin Lebo?
Is that? Did Kevin have a last name in the videos?
Lebo.
No, he never did. I never thought of Judy's last name either. Even Fred's mom is just called Fred's mom.
Right.
Right.
Oh wait, did we give her a name? No,
I don't think we did. No,
We never did.
We maybe if there's a sequel.
Nope. When there's the sequel.
Yeah. She's so funny in this scene.
I like how Kevin's dressed up as like such a stereotypical bully with the hat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at his hats, he's got K's on the hats. He
Yeah, that's right.
embroidered
His own logo.
his own brand.
I have to go right now because there's a lot of
She's so funny. That was ad lib. That I'm trying to get it right. That was all.
I like
her.
how the mom
This-
like thinks it's cool.
Yeah.
Glad you're friends.
I'm glad you're friends.
Oh, you should be, because he seems popular.
I like how she thinks he's popular too, because that's so opposite.
Well, it's just parents. They just don't. As a parent, we just don't have any idea what's going on. That's the
Great.
other thing about it.
you knew you weren't invited.
These were fun to film because
Yeah,
I could
these
just
are great.
totally get revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you got my message that you're not.
These are really well framed and shot too. I love these. Just where these people live. It's so.
We had to
unique
do these in
looking.
about 10 minutes.
I'm not
all
quite
of them.
sure why she's sitting in a tree.
I just with high heels or whatever those are.
Yeah.
And one for you.
It's so great because they're all like, they all look such different places. And
They
yet
li-
they
they
must have
literally-
been with.
Oh, that's the people
within-
whose house it was. Their friend's house.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
these
they
are
are.
kids.
Oh,
These
there
are
they
two
are.
guys that lived at Fred's house.
Sweet guys.
I think they actually skipped school for that.
Is that,
Wait,
is that their car?
They didn't have to
No,
get school
I
like
asked
that.
to use a car across the street.
Right. Nice hair.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Fred. What's up?
Not much.
No?
Just hanging.
We did a really careful job on Bertha's wardrobe. I think she's just always so chill and
Yeah.
cool in it.
So funny, isn't it? Everyone thought I
And she's just so great. I
Like
mean,
even though like she isn't popular, like she's not one of those people that like you think of as a loser
Right.
because like she's like above it all.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
somebody who's got self-confidence and realizes I don't need to be popular.
She's a bit of a Molly Ringwald.
And then Kevin was like, "Oh, let's throw a piece of pizza at him." Ha!
She's like the most popular character on Nickelodeon or something. Is that right? I mean, her character on iCarly
Yeah.
or something like that? I don't know.
Her character on iCarly is actually kind of like Fred because like her character on iCarly, like the mom is like really like dark and stuff. So.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Party, so see ya. Okay. Have fun.
I love how underplayed this scene is.
Yeah, it's all some good acting.
Would you maybe
Here we're watching the scene now.
Yeah.
We're watching this.
Pulled in.
for a little bit? You don't have to stay the whole time, but.
But their connection, I think, is also just, was so vital for the movie working, and that in,
Right.
in
Like he at
as
least
an
had
outcast.
one human
Right,
that
that-
liked him.
Right.
Also, just like finding, that recognizing that Bertha was actually his friend. Mm-hmm. That her attention to him was something he could sort
Yeah,
of
because
trust.
he thought that he was the only one who wasn't invited to Judy's party,
Right.
and he found out that Bertha
Wasn't
also.
either. Right.
There's the mom sleeping once again. God, what does she do with her life?
I know. That's the big
naps.
question.
Bertha reminds me of what my sisters growing up. We were always making things like this happen.
Me and my sisters as well.
It was
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
Having sisters is
You
biggest
cut
gift.
it out, but I remember that Jeanette or Bertha, she fell so many times when we were hanging those things up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was a lot of falling in that house. It was like that house was cursed with
It
falling.
was.
I fell so many times.
That might have been in the first draft actual alcohol that the mom was drinking.
It was, yeah. We turned
might-
into like a Shasta.
That's just it.
But
She
it-
actually opened the bottle in the first draft. We had her opening the bottle on the counter. but
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't actually do that.
This is
This also too that the mom believing just how many kids are you having? He says 100 or
Right.
whatever,
And
and
she
she
buys
believes
it.
she buys it,
Yeah.
and then it's
Because
suddenly
you can tell like she kind of reminds her of her childhood. She's like, that's good.
that's
right?
good that he's popular because he invites all those people just taking it at face value. That whole thing.
And that last scene, I wanted to introduce that video camera in a way because the video camera becomes so potent now to the
Right.
twist, and I love the way that the camera footage cuts in and we see her through the footage of
Yeah.
the Fred's camera.
These were fun days shooting because I remember that like usually most days you have to be worried about lines, but for these party scenes you didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, you could totally go for it.
I think also and again the point what we were doing is in terms of the movie was kind of on the A side, that is on the first side when they're making the video, you can't imagine that this is going to look good. That people are going to believe.
People are like feeling bad for Fred. Like, oh my god, he's just going to get more deep into the hole that he's in.
That was the intention. It's like there's just no way.
Didn't I break that mirror?
Yeah, he did.
Because you told me to make out. Right, and I thought you meant making out with the mirror.
Yeah.
So then I went up to it and I started making out with it, and then it fell over.
It fell over.
Oh, there's Fergie. Fergie gets a little cameo of getting chopped up in a blender.
But it's just so clever, I think, that Fred succeeds because he's clever.
Right.
And his ideas and Bertha's ideas allow them to succeed in the movie. And
I think that's a nice
potent message.
It is a potent message for kids. The idea that like your creativity is really the outlet.
And a crotch grabber too.
Yeah, that's important too. This was really important. I remember Clay, you were really obsessed with this sequence and making it good. And at this point in the movie, I was done. I just didn't want to contribute any more ideas.
Yeah, this is like the last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the chandelier I broke.
That fell in it. Like
I broke a lot
later.
of stuff.
But this was sort of mining every sort of cheap filmmaking technique that you could come up with.
Right.
Those nails, I remember we put them on and then I'd take them off for another scene and they ripped them off and it hurts.
Did it really? Oh god, did they rip them off?
Yeah, the makeup artist
That's
did.
how they became
She
Rastafarians.
didn't feel very much sympathy.
You don't quite know what this shot means until you see it later. But
yeah, it's so good. I just love that.
It's a puzzle. That's what I like about it. Is the making of right here, and then I love how Kevin has no clue what this is.
And also just that jealousy of that, he doesn't have to see much for him to be jealous that he's not included. I mean,
I like how he doesn't really understand things. Like his mind can't wrap around too many concepts at one time.
Right.
What time is it?
Huh? Oh, I'm almost done. Just hold on. Almost there.
And also, what's good here? What's good is that little clip you just showed isn't in any way like tippet. It looks bad. It looks like it's not going to be good.
Yeah. This was sort of a fun technique of trying to play the good and bad side of you and use the camera in a way that that suggested his indecision.
Right.
I don't care what they think. Fred, send it. No, Fred, don't send it.
And I think the fact that he's concerned that it might embarrass him, to me, gives the audience the feeling that maybe it is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
And this is the best way to upload a video is with your head.
God, I wish videos really uploaded that fast on YouTube.
Oh, that would be nice.
They take hours.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they're frustrating.
I've never uploaded a video in my life.
You should start a video blog. Oh, this is Pixie's song, Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's interested in my vlog.
Oh my God. This was a fun day shooting because this is another day where there was a lot of extras.
Yeah, we completely re-trashed and trashed the house a few times.
It looks like a party that'd be so much fun to go to, doesn't it?
It does.
Like everyone just totally letting go.
Yeah, we had a blast. Wardrobe and I mean everything. Just watching you guys come down the steps.
There are so many wigs in the movie. Is that normal? Is that normal in movies to have so many wigs?
In Clay Weiner movies, maybe. I love wigs. Yeah, actually, I haven't got my wigs back from the.
That midriff was sort of
sexy.
Awkward wearing.
Look at her dance though, really fantastic.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And
I like that. These are real people in those clothing, but
that's me.
On the A side,
I look the worm. I busted out that
legs.
worm.
Yeah, and those are cardboard characters.
No, those are real people,
those are
right?
Right. Dressed up as cardboard.
Those cardboard people.
Did you not want me to give that?
That was fun. Windsurfing.
It.
I mean, that was fun being in pad surfing.
I love watching the two of you guys. And the mom DJ. And then when she comes on the floor, this was actually a dancer, but man, she kills it. The mom. I love that she participates. Like there's a party going on in the living room, and she's just
still,
there.
Even though it's not real, she thinks it is.
Yeah.
And it's good.
I remember those were. It was kind of awkward filming these spin the bottle scenes.
A little weird.
Yeah, these are a blast to shoot. This was like.
This is cool. Like you have like all 3 songs mixed together. I can hear like some of Pixie's songs still.
Yeah. We started.
That was you reaching for your own butt.
Yeah,
Right,
she
right.
was making out with someone in there.
Yeah. Oh,
I like how people at his party are puking too.
Vomiting,
I like that
vomiting.
Fred's idea of a party is that
People
puke at the end of it.
That's a good party, man. That's a good party. Want to party with you? I remember that in college that the kid who threw up the party the next day. I want to party with you, man. You party.
Drinking too much Mountain Dew.
That became the But by the end, this thing seemed like something you really wanted to be a part of.
Yeah, and this is an amazing bit of filming. How long did you have to shoot all these bits?
Wasn't it a day?
A day.
It's
Yeah.
Clay. It's
That was the
unbelievable.
funnest day of my life.
That was a fun day. Yeah, I'm one of mine too. Yeah, it was. I know we didn't have any time, so find
Look,
ways.
that's where it almost hit me.
There was we had to take Fred out in post, but he was walking right underneath that sign.
I almost died.
Home of the Clefs.
I wanted to make it to Fred's party, but my girl didn't want to go.
I love that everyone, when we're right back in reality, everyone believes it.
Right, and everybody's lying.
And they're
Like
lying.
that's what's so great about it is that to me that's so realistic that teenagers will lie to cover.
And it's so easy for like something to switch as a trend. Like Fred was just not cool, but then like a day later, like if like the coolest person acts like he is, then everyone does.
And if there's just this feeling that you were left out of something and that everybody else was a part of it, that thing was cool.
Yeah. I feel like I like how the movie's like feels like kind of like a documentary. Like you can tell. Is that what you were thinking when you were writing it?
I mean,
that's how I thought about shooting this part. Is that you know that you have to play
it's
this
kind
part.
of like a reality show.
It has to play real because to them it is real.
I don't think this part of it. I think it was you guys. I think Clay might have even pitched the idea of doing testimonials at the end.
Me, yeah.
I liked that idea. It's cool.
And I wrote them, but it was. And this is great.
It's the impact, and I thought that we want to see how everyone responds.
Yeah. Now, originally in the first draft, this is Durf shows up in her testimonial.
That's right. Yeah.
And I really pushed hard for that because I felt like it really, you cross reality lines. Like, wait a minute, is he real or isn't he? But I couldn't convince people to do that.
Yeah, because you guys were gonna have Durf in the party too, weren't you?
Yes.
I remember
that's
reading that in the script. Like you don't really know if it's Fred or Durf or which is which.
Right. And I thought that would have been a fun level to add, but it might not have been.
It's cool that where Durf shows up in the end. I like that you still don't know, and he's been there with Fred.
Right, the whole time.
I love when they call each other a Figglehorn.
And it's the best last name ever, Figglehorn.
That's a great last
Where'd you
name.
get that nice last name?
I don't know. One time someone asked me what's his last name, and I just said Figglehorn, and it just stuck.
Wow,
I guess
that's amazing. Had you ever heard that name before?
I don't think so. I don't know. Probably somewhere I heard something similar.
No, there's a weird
that
thing
triggered it.
The weird thing right here, where he's reading something else. Is that shot still in there?
Yeah.
So he's in the last shot. He was reading a book. In this shot, he was reading a magazine.
Oh, he's on the John for a while.
No, but that doesn't make any sense.
Well, he's a voracious reader, David.
In case you forgot from earlier in the commentary, that's Clay Weiner on the John.
It is.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I think the idea.
This was the first thing he shot, right?
John, yeah. Well, again, we had John just for a day, and then I love how this ending just.
What? Go ahead.
I just love how she just appears, and it's in a way I think a lot of people watch the movie too. And has she actually shown up
Or not?
Yeah.
The pajama thing ends up being a little confusing.
Well, that he was at home all day.
Yeah. He's turned into his pajamas.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there lounge wear?
His loungewear.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Judy never wears like pants. She's always wearing dress and high heels.
Yeah.
She's like Lady Gaga.
How old is Pixie? Does anybody know? I mean,
She was
19.
19. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Originally, we had three. I wrote three different endings.
Yeah, we did.
Because
Yeah.
weren't you guys thinking about him maybe getting together with Bertha, like the two underdogs?
Yeah. Yeah, we tried, in a sort of John Hughes way. We were trying to play out the permutations of it, but honestly, I think
My daughter Talia, after she saw the movie, She's around 11, and she asked me yesterday when I told her I was coming to do the commentary. She's like, "Does he still end up with Pixie?" And I said, "Yes." Good. I like that ending. So I thought, all right, this is the ending.
I like it. The same. It would be cool, like the underdog.
Right.
You know, both the underdogs end together, but then at the same time, like the whole movie, like it's not like his obsession with Judy would just end.
Right. No.
Right.
I think though you could sell the idea that
that's for the sequel.
Well, also you could sell the idea that like at this moment he's like, oh well, I'll see you later, Judy. I'm hanging out with Bertha. That he realized that this is who his friend was. But since we're playing the love story aspect, you're right. It should be Judy.
This look from her is smoldering.
Yeah,
and I love how you slam the door in her face.
Still Fred.
Yeah.
There's also we have the ending where he kisses her and she kisses him, and it's like,
oh,
ew!
We never filmed that.
We didn't film it. We thought about it. I liked it.
I don't want to kiss you. I wanted to sing with you.
The look is priceless.
It's good stuff.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
It really was an amazingly fun movie to make.
A year ago today. I mean, a year ago.
Yeah, I remember I had the meetings with the producers and writers in July, so it probably was a year ago.
Hasn't even been a real year.
So I hadn't even met you a year ago. Wow.
Yeah, so it's been less than a year, and here's the final cut of the movie.
It's
That's
pretty
so
amazing.
weird.
Isn't that? That's very unusual.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, really more like 10 months.
Remember, I was scared because I was scared that like I'd be like 20 years old when it finally like was done being in development.
Exactly.
I seriously was, because at first they were thinking of just bringing it straight to a studio, and that's what would have happened.
Well, I think Brian Robbins is very smart that way, in that he said that the only way to do this is to just get this done now.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And working with your people like Evan and at the collective to get this thing made.
It was like perfect timing. Because I don't think I would have been ready to do a whole movie by myself, like me holding the whole movie like a year earlier. So I'm glad it was this year.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yep.
Well, great working with you guys.
Likewise, many more.
And I imagine this is the last time Lucas will be able to talk to Lucas, because he's about to be a big star, and that.
Yeah, I probably won't acknowledge you guys anymore.
No, probably not.
Already, I was in the bathroom earlier, and you walked in.
That's because it was a little awkward. I didn't know if I was supposed to be like, "Hey, David, you're going to the bathroom right now. Nice seeing you."
Well, look, I'm not going to comment. Well,
I hope people like the movie.
Yeah, likewise.
They will. I know that the fans will, and the good thing about the movie is that even people who don't like the videos, like they think the videos are a little too obnoxious, I think they'll like the movie.
Right. They still watch the videos. That's the thing. Is that you have?
That's always confused me. Like the same haters come back for more and more.
It seems amazing to me. I'll go on YouTube and you'll see these people saying things that are just like, well, you clearly watched the whole thing. Why did you waste time watching it if you didn't like it?
It's easy to criticize.
It's part of the thing of the internet is.
Yeah, you're hidden behind a computer screen.
Right. You can express your anger.
You can. It's harder to create.
Yeah.
It's a lot of music.
Look at all that music.
Yeah.
They had to clear a lot of music.
Who's Ready to Party there? That's a Fred song, a Fred original here.
And that's the family's name, I'm assuming, on the right.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Producers wish to thank. That's the family.
Yeah, it's fun to watch these credits. This is the first time I'm watching them.
And the Archers probably the ones who were at Kevin's house, right?
American Humane Society, that deer was not hurt.
The WGA, Writers Guild of America. I am on the board of directors, very happy that this was a Writers Guild movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the DGA stamp?
Nope, sorry.
No, it was a DGA movie.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
There was a what?
It was a DGA movie.
Directors Guild movie?
Yeah. I'm not on the board.
Is there anything after the credits? Do we have anything to talk about anymore?
We have the title of the movie, Fred the Movie. Here it is.
Fred the Movie.
Fred the Movie.
Fred the Movie. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for buying the DVD.